to the Pulse of Spokane. Join us for the latest in news, views, and conversation with community leaders. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well Dressed Walrus, and Spokane Firefighters Local 29. Now, put your finger on the Pulse of Spokane.
Well, welcome to Spokane Talks. This is the Pulse program today. It's the 14th day of October, which means we're almost halfway through the month, and we've had snowstorm and ice storm and everything else. Welcome to a crazy start for our fall, right? I got a couple great guests today and great programs that we're going to talk about. Susan Jensen is here from Canopy Credit Union. Canopy Credit Union, have you heard of them? You're going to learn more about that and a great program that's coming up on
October 23rd.
October 23rd. And then we're going to be putting on the Ritz. Well, Susan Senke O'Neil is here to talk about putting on the Ritz. What is that about? You got to find out next on the Pulse of Spokane.
Here at Creative Music Learning Center, we are dedicated to your learning no matter where you are on your journey. Whether you are a beginner, a casual player, or need some brushing up on technique, we are here for you. When you begin lessons with us, our teachers take the time to understand what kind of learner you are and how we can help you further your knowledge, offering a variety of instruments including piano, guitar, voice, violin, and more. We are here and ready to get started with you. The economy is getting stronger, banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com. Think of North Idaho Events as your business development advisor. We produce events of all kinds: trade shows, themed expos, fundraisers, corporate workshops, and more. We will discover the most appropriate event that your company can most opportunistically shine. We provide the platform to feature local businesses in front of a high quantity of their ideal customer. Share your story with April Howard over a cup of coffee so she can most appropriately guide you and your business into new heights and create a most mutually beneficial relationship.
Well, welcome back. Kent Adams here and Susan Jensen. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
It's a crazy day, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful out.
I almost started to correct you, but it is afternoon because it's after 12, isn't it?
It is. It is, and your trees are blooming. They're
Yes.
bright red. They look beautiful.
Yeah, and what's left of them because so many of the leaves got destroyed, and I don't know about your place, but our largest limb that fell was this big.
We have the same.
And the city was
Yeah.
out there this morning picking them up.
Oh, good.
So my wife and I were very pleased. You're with Canopy Credit Union.
Yes.
Okay, that used to go by a different name, didn't it?
It certainly did. Yes.
What was it?
Well, it used to be Spokane Federal Credit Union.
Okay, right.
We changed to Canopy Credit Union about July of this year.
Yes.
And it was really something that took quite a while and it was in the making. But you know, what I want your viewers and listeners to know is Canopy Credit Union, we've been around for over 60 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so way back when Elvis Presley was singing Heartbreak Hotel and a postage stamp cost just 3 cents.
Yes.
That was our humble
I remember
beginning.
those
Right,
days, okay.
Right, that was our humble beginnings.
Wow.
And you know, over the years, we've heard various things, and a couple of things have always stood out for us.
Yes.
And that's that oftentimes we hear people saying that their banking can feel really daunting and stressful.
Yes.
And we just believe at Canopy Credit Union, it doesn't have to be that way. And so when people, we know that they're sometimes, in some cases, they're financially struggling.
Yes.
And in other cases, they're financially flourishing and
Yes.
they feel really secure.
And you can help
We can help
both
them.
ends and in the middle, right?
Exactly. We can help them all, empower them, help them to feel more confident about their finances.
Great.
And we know that when they feel more confident confident about their money, that just spills over into every aspect of their lives. It helps them personally, it helps their families, and then really ultimately it helps our community to grow and thrive.
Right, right. I'm going to guess, and I might be wrong because we haven't talked about this, Canopy, because you've got everything covered?
That's exactly right. That financial protection, that
Okay.
security, that safe place to handle your
Nice.
banking and finances, that was exactly the impetus behind that.
Talk about some of the things you offer in terms of the free coaching and so
Exactly.
forth, because you really have a litany of things that you want to help your members, because it's the
Right.
credit union's membership, right?
That's exactly right. And it really just goes back to that commitment of helping people to feel like they're
Right.
taking control of their finances and that they have the knowledge and expertise and the tools that they need in order to be financially successful.
Right.
So we have several people in our buildings that are certified financial coaches.
Oh, nice.
And they'll sit down at no charge and talk with people about whatever stage of life they're at. You
Yeah.
know, we're helping people like Bill, who maybe has had some bumps in the road, and he maybe has a credit score that he knows he wants to get up so that he can get a lower interest rate. And in the meantime, what we find like with people like Bill is they might be paying as much as 30% interest on a car loan, if you can
wow.
believe it. I know, right? But they're trying to get ahead, and it's very difficult to
Yeah.
do that when you're paying that kind of an interest rate.
Right.
And so for us, what we'll do is not only meet with Bill and help him to get better equipped with what he can do and the measures that he can take to increase that score, but in the meantime, we'll also cut that score way down, under 10%, and then he actually can start that emergency fund and can start saving a little bit more money and then grow with time that credit score up.
You know, I think part of the challenge we face today as members of a credit union or whatever, and that is that we, and I know people, and obviously you do too, who have kind of gotten behind
Yeah.
and are struggling, but they're afraid to ask for help.
Right.
Okay, because it's admitting that maybe I haven't done what I should do, and so the problem continues
Yeah.
and doesn't improve, and probably won't improve unless there's somebody there to guide you. What's the attitude that your people have when someone like that comes in? Because I think that really would make the difference.
That's such a
You
good
know?
question, and you're striking a chord with us, because that's exactly our intent and our mission,
Okay.
is to really take that judgment away from
Yeah.
coming in through our doors and talking with people.
Right.
So many times people are filled with fear, right, and
Yes.
uncertainty, and they don't want to feel even more ashamed of where they're
Right.
at. And I think that's where we come into play, is that when they come in through our doors, we have a really comfortable environment.
Okay.
You're going to meet with people that are going to make the process really safe for you to be able to talk through it, to encourage them that they can make a difference in their financial lives
Right.
with time, and that we're going to give them those resources, that coaching that they need
Right.
in order to feel that success.
Right, and that's a challenge. I think
Right.
it's taking that first step
Right.
to go in and realize that what you have there are people who are going to help you as a
Absolutely.
member, not put judgment on you, because my guess
Right.
is there are a lot of people who have gone through, and we can all think of those who have been challenged in the past, who created multi-million-dollar companies and
Right.
everything else, but they had to get past that stage and so forth.
That's exactly right. And you know, it doesn't even mean necessarily that they are coming through our doors with a low credit score. It could mean somebody like Sally, who's been working over at the county for several years and is trying to figure out, at what point in life am I going to be able to retire? And
Yeah.
what do I need to do to set myself up for that beach experience that I want over
Yes.
in Hawaii?
Yeah.
And so we're very equipped to be able to help people of all different financial means
Right.
to achieve their goals and dreams, and to be that listening ear to provide those resources and that those tools that they need in order to reach those dreams that they have for themselves.
Sometimes we as grandparents reach a point in retirement where we're okay, and then we think about doing a trip or something.
Yeah.
But then there are grandkids who have
Right.
a need. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. We didn't quite plan for that maybe as much
Sure,
and so
sure.
forth. So I think there may be several opportunities for people to get some help. I want to take a break, and when we come back, you've got a special program coming up
We do.
on the 23rd.
We do.
And I think this will be great. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
This is Bloomsday in Spokane. We got about 40 firefighters and their friends and family handing out 40,000 cups of water as the day goes by.
It's a very good opportunity to see the public and support them and help them out and cheer them on during Bloomsday.
It's one of the best things about Spokane is that we have these major events and the whole community comes together not just to participate but to volunteer and show that they really care about our city and making our city look great.
This type of an event really is emblematic of Spokane because so many people get involved. We have 50,000 people probably running this race. Always has been a very huge event.
Right now we're at the corner of Broadway and Nettleton. It's the last water station before the finish, so people are pretty much dehydrated by the time they get to us. They really need our water.
The water stations are a vital part, especially on warm days like today. It's real important that we have the volunteers to help with that. Without the volunteers, Bloomsday wouldn't exist.
All up and down the course, there are people that are involved in this celebration. It really is a celebration of what Spokane's all about.
I'm Nikki Butler, and I'm a regional manager for STCU. My lunch buddy is Nicole.
I'm Brandy Schloss. I'm a regional manager at STCU. My lunch buddy is Angelina. She's grown up with me. I've grown up with her. To see her graduate would be a lot of fun.
Brandy and I have been lunch buddies since the girls were in 2nd grade. It's great that STCU provides me with the opportunity to be part of Reach for the Future. We are committed to the children. We're committed to our community. I'm Nikki.
I'm Brandy.
And STCU is here for good.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop, called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
Well, welcome back. A friend of ours
Yes.
is watching us right now. Do
Yes.
you want to say her name and get some credit for it?
Hello, Stephanie.
And I mentioned during the commercial because the guys were telling us, Stephanie, are you always working at your desk that you can during the lunch hour so you can?
Right.
Yeah.
She's eating and listening to your program.
Yeah, she does. Although she's been traveling a lot with a lot of their workshops and
Sure.
and so forth.
Sure.
I think quite a bit the last few weeks. This is the time of year that they do that to prepare for next season and so forth. And
Absolutely.
we appreciate Stephanie. She is a great lady and all that.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. Well, we teased a little bit before we went to commercial break, and that was about a great event coming up.
Yeah.
And Mico,
Right.
the budget mom,
The budget mom.
who we've had on here before. She
Yes.
couldn't be here today.
Exactly.
But there's an opportunity for people to come and listen to her. She's got a great story to tell. Tell me the story and what's going to happen.
She does. She has an incredible story.
Yeah.
We're so blessed to have her for this event. So it's coming up next week, and a little bit of background
Yes.
on Mico. You know, she was a single mom, and she was really like a lot of us. She had financial debt.
Yeah.
And that debt was really causing her to
Really
feel-
gnawing at her.
It was.
Yeah.
She was struggling with it. It was causing her to, stress and anxiety. And so she really thought, you know what, I'm going to do something about this. So first of all, she looked to see exactly how much she had. She had $77,000 worth of debt, including student loans.
Oh, boy.
And she tackled it. And so she was looking at a lot of different tools out there and budgeting tips that she could implement. And in doing so, she did a lot of research and came up with the best of the best, paid off that debt in less than a year. So this gal
Wait a
has
second.
been- right.
You said less than a year.
Less than a year. Less
How
than
do
a
you
year.
do that?
Well, she really stuck to a daily plan. I think what she's going to tell us next week is that it was those daily little steps that she took that made all the
Just
difference.
to stay on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she wanted a better life for her and her son. And
Okay.
so she worked her plan and did it. And then it just really sparked a mission for her. And so she's been traveling all over. In
Yes.
fact, some of your viewers and listeners might have seen her. She's been on ABC, CBS,
Right.
NBC, the
I've heard of
Huffington
them.
Post, right? And we're fortunate enough
Yeah.
to be able to have her next week on October 23rd
Okay.
for an event over at Center Place, and where she's going to talk firsthand and impart upon people all of the knowledge and wisdom that she's learned over
Wow.
the years. Here's the best part. The event is $25.
Wow.
So for the cost of going out, what would be a dinner or a couple of coffees these
Right.
days,
Yeah,
right?
no kidding, no kidding.
You can come and get to hear her speak. You're going to leave with a digital download of her workbook.
Wow.
And come have an evening. We're serving refreshments and get to experience her and hear her. It's actually going to be her first speaking event. And here it is in Spokane, Washington.
Oh,
So,
fun.
yeah, we don't have very many tickets left. We've got
Okay.
about 60 left.
Okay.
So we just encourage
And
people
it's a beautiful
to jump
site.
on it. Beautiful site. Yeah, and it's really easy to get tickets. You just visit canopycu.com, and right in the center of our homepage is all the information that people
Okay.
need to be able to buy their tickets
Wow,
and
for
come.
$25,
Right.
the value could be $77,000 or more.
I suspect that she's going to
Yeah.
command that in short order here
Yeah.
nationwide, so jump on it while you
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
And you know, one of the things that I was reflecting on about her talk is that, so we're getting close to November.
Yes.
And you know what happens in January? Everyone starts thinking about those New Year's resolutions, right?
Yes.
And money's usually at the top of a lot of people's lists. But if they come next week and get that jump start, think that, you know, over the next 60 days before
Yes.
the year ends, they're going to have a total jump start on their finances,
Yes.
get going with that budget, get going with an action plan, and then come January, they're well on their way in 2020 toward reaching those financial goals
Wow.
that we all have in our lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whether it's saving for retirement, saving for grandkids.
Right,
or
education,
saving for yourself or
weddings.
a vacation, weddings.
Yep.
Yeah, weddings have gotten very cheap
They
recently.
certainly have. I've heard.
Yeah.
Have heard.
Yeah. Thank goodness I have two daughters. One kind of eloped in Vegas and told us and said, don't come. And the other, the older daughter, it's been about 20 years now. And
Yeah.
I have to tell you, as a dad, that was very hard
Yeah, I
to
bet.
walk down, you know.
I bet.
It was.
That's a
When-
pivotal moment in a man's life.
It really is
Yeah.
when you're, and
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's remind them one more time where they can get this, because this is important.
It really is. And like I said, there are limited seats available.
Okay.
So jump on it. Don't wait. CanopyCU.com has all the information that you need to buy your
Okay.
tickets. Just look right in the center of the homepage and you'll be set to go. It's next Wednesday night, October 23rd at Center Place.
And they really should take action in the next couple of days,
They
right?
should take action today.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, okay. By 4:59.
I think before the clock strikes 5 o'clock, at least by midnight. Yeah.
Susan, thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much for having
You're
me.
a great person, good to have. Tell people where the main office is.
Yeah, the main office is right across from the flour mill.
Yes.
Next door to the flour mill, across from the arena.
In that curve.
Yep, 601 West Malin.
Yeah.
And of course, you gave me that opportunity, so now I got to plug two other of our branch locations.
Take over, girl.
One at the Valley, Sprague and McDonald, and one out north on Francis.
Right. Well, we go from one Susan to another Susan here, and we'll be talking about the Ritz next.
It's the Susans today.
I know it is. Great
We're
people.
good people.
Absolutely. Good to have you.
Thank
you
you so much.
We'll be right back.
The economy is getting stronger. Banks are lending again, and interest rates are at historic lows. Now is a great time to buy your dream home. The caring and knowledgeable professionals at Homes for You have been helping people just like you for over 20 years. They take the time to listen to what you want and will help you find just the right home in Washington or Idaho. Real estate is what we do at Homes for You, 928-5782, or visit online at homes4uspokane.com.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
OBrien Logistics would like to invite you to try our local and regional transportation services. With Sprinter vans, lift gates, hot shot flatbeds, and expedited services, our people are ready to step in and help with your transportation needs. Our services are 24/7, 365, and we are trained and prepared to handle air cargo and Canadian shipments. Give us a call at 208-305-2311 or visit our website at OBrienLogistics.net. That's OBRIEN Logistics.net.
Well, welcome back. It's the day of the Susans around here. Susan Jensen from Canopy Credit Union was here, and now it's the Susan Senke O'Neil, who's been in charge of rallies the troops and everything else for Puttin On The Ritz. Good to see you.
Thank you.
You only show up as we get into the fall.
Well,
you know,
invite me more often.
Okay, you need to do more events.
I can talk about anything.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah,
no, I'm
right.
kidding.
True.
Susan, tell me about, let's start off with the simple thing of what is Puttin On The Ritz?
Puttin On The Ritz is the premier New Year's Eve gala here in Spokane. And we've worked very hard to make it glam and glitz, exciting, and also a night to remember.
Okay.
I think that I put that even on the invitations, a night to remember.
Yeah, yeah. So how did it go last year?
Smash hit.
Okay.
What can I say? I didn't even have that. I realized and learned last year that parties have velocity.
Okay.
And truly, it moves fast for if you're organizing it and so on, when people are having that much fun.
Yeah.
And we sold out about 2 weeks early. Thank you. I'm sure
Nice.
Pulse was a part of that.
Okay.
And
had you usually sold out before?
we came very close before.
okay.
But,
Okay,
but
well, good.
not only sold out, though, we sold out 2 weeks early.
Yes.
And so that indicates that if you
We'll
want
take the
to
full
go-
credit for it
Yes,
then. Okay.
I don't mind. You have it. If you want to go this year, then you need to be sure and start thinking about buying your ticket.
Yeah.
Because now people know it's sold out early.
Right.
People didn't get to come, and they'll start buying their tickets earlier.
What can people expect that evening?
They can expect to come in at 9 o'clock on a red carpet with
Okay.
men and in
Would
tux
they have been
escorting you.
Would they have been attending maybe the?
We recommend highly that people attend the Beethoven's 9th performance
Right,
before you
right.
come. It is priced separately. It is a different event.
Right.
But it is so
But it's
glorious.
a natural lead-in to what
yeah,
you're going to
and
do.
it's so
Yes.
glorious and inspiring that I know you'll enjoy it, and,
Okay.
and you won't be sorry, even if you don't get into, quote, classical music. There is no way that you will not leave, that you would leave that performance uninspired.
Oh, good.
It wouldn't happen.
Okay. So they go to that first.
And then they walk
and then
down to the
and then they
Davenport.
come down to the Davenport Hotel.
Right, perfect
Okay.
venue for this, up in the Hall of Docious and
Okay.
the Grand Pennington Ballroom.
Yes.
And we have it decorated beautifully and festive, and it begins at 9 o'clock, goes
Okay.
till 1 if I'm lucky.
Okay.
Because usually people don't want to leave; they're having too much fun.
Oh, well.
So
Gee.
we have had that happen.
Have you?
Yes, yes. And so at 9 o'clock.
You have had to pour people into the cabs and everything else? At
Well, I
1
don't
o'clock?
do the pouring. That's
Okay.
up to someone else.
Oh,
I
okay.
begin tearing down. I usually don't get home and.
And if you're staying around, you're going to help, right?
Yeah, that's
so
right.
that'll get them out the door.
That's right. You, and you.
Yeah, exactly.
Over there. No, I usually don't get home till 4:30 in the morning or
No, I'll
5.
bet. I'll bet.
And because I begin tearing
But that's a
down.
normal time for you.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Any rate, so they'll have dinner at 9, and the band begins to play at 9. So
Okay.
if you wish to bring a group to talk, to be able to have a conversation
Right.
before you begin to party, perfect place to buy your tickets is in the Hall of Docious.
Okay.
You can see the ballroom. Hall of Docious has a dance floor also.
Okay.
And music.
Okay.
We have a 20-piece band. We have, last year, the entertainment was fabulous, and it's pretty much going to be the same this year.
Right.
People enjoyed
Why
it.
change a good thing?
Oh, no, don't fix it if it isn't broken.
No.
Don't. And we are going to have Elvis again by popular demand.
Oh, okay.
He was excellent
Elvis
last
is
year.
back in the building.
He's back in the building,
Okay.
and we will have a magician this time, so the hand is quicker than the eye.
Ooh, okay.
And that person will be going through the table. So if you,
Oh, fun.
there is a lot of entertainment going on.
So pack away your wallet and everything, right?
The watches. And
Yeah.
Yes. There is a lot of entertainment going on, even for those who maybe don't want to dance. It is not
Okay.
just a dance. It is a party for everyone.
Right.
25 to 85 we've had there.
Wow.
And they're all dancing and partying together and having a marvelous
That's
time.
neat. That's neat.
It's really
Okay.
unique.
So where can people go to get tickets?
Well, this is different. So if you've come in the past, you need to listen carefully, because this year you can call the Fox box office and order your tickets, and you can ask for a specific table. Or you can go down to the box office and you can ask for a specific table. Otherwise, we will have a link on the Facebook page where you can link to buying them online. And the issue with that is, since they've done something new with the program, you cannot personally select the table you want. You will be automatically assigned.
And you probably want to select to be with friends and some things like that too, right?
There's a provision for that, even if it's automatic. If you have 6 people in your party, you can put 6 and they'll put you all at the same table. But that is the difference versus hand. But I have to tell you, there's not one bad table in the room.
Right.
It's only 2 tables deep all the way around.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. The dance floor in the main ballroom is 57 feet long.
Okay.
So it's large, and so everybody's eating on the perimeter.
Oh, fun, fun.
It's
So
really a
everybody gets
great
to see.
party. You've
All
got
right.
to go.
The big question is, what's it going to cost me?
This year, it's more.
Okay.
It's going to be, it's always been worth this, I have to say.
No.
And this year we're pricing what it's worth, and that is $150 a person.
Okay.
But you get a 20-piece
That's not much more
band.
than last year.
You get a band, you get party bags, you get complimentary champagne. It's really a value at $150 still.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Yeah, and obviously it is if you're sold out.
Oh, yes.
You know, I mean, that speaks volumes.
Do you have a time for a little story?
A little story,
A little
yes.
story. I was
Time's
cleaning
I'm
up
kidding.
and walking out of the Davenport the next day, because after I get home at 5, I have to be back at 1 to put everything in vans and get it out of there. And this woman and this gentleman and a woman were walking down the mezzanine, and they said, "Oh, New Year's Eve." And I said, "Yes." Cleaning up, and they said, "Well, that's all anybody is talking about downstairs."
Really?
We usually spend our New Year's Eve at Schweitzer, but this year, I think this coming year, we are going to be at Puttin On The Ritz.
Wow.
And I said, "Well, who was talking about it?" And she says, "The Help."
Oh, really?
They love
Wow.
that party, and I think that says
a lot. It really does.
Yes, it does.
Because I'm sure they're busting their rear ends, keeping up with things and so forth. But if they're enjoying it,
Well,
wow.
They just say, people say, "Well, how was the party?" They just overheard the Help at the
That's
Davenport
fun.
talking about the party, and they said, "We are going to be there next year."
All right.
So
Well, I hope
that's
they're
how
watching
much fun
so
it is.
they get on board and get tickets ordered, right? And
I
they can
think they
start.
better.
People can start ordering now, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They're on sale. Again, I highly recommend you go down or call the Fox box office,
Yeah.
and that's 509-624-1200.
And you can do it over the phone.
Right. Otherwise, you can link. You'll have to go to the Facebook page to get the link.
Yeah, but it's just call down there or stop in where people
Yes.
can just take care of you then and there.
Right.
And
And they're very
they
good
can be
about
looking
that.
at the chart and everything else.
Want to hear the menu?
Yeah.
Pecan encrusted chicken,
Okay.
New York strip with béarnaise sauce,
Okay.
and a vegan selection. So we have 3 selections.
Okay.
And I think we tasted them, and 4 of us, and we thought they were all excellent.
Oh, that was hard duty.
It really
Yeah.
was.
Well,
Oh,
probably
and
was for the vegan one, but
I won't even describe the desserts. They were gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
They were special.
How come I didn't get invited to that? testing.
We'll have to make,
Yeah.
Well, maybe next
Doesn't
year.
it look like
didn't think-
I've had a few testing times?
Well, that would be very nice to have you there.
Okay. Well,
would be
next year,
wonderful. Actually,
next year
that would be fun.
That would be fun. We'll
It
have
would
a
be.
we'll have a
We
fun
will.
time. We'll
We
even
will.
maybe bring a video camera and do something.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
That's
that would be.
special.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to attend?
My
No.
The fact is, my wife can't stay up that late.
Oh, yeah.
She's had some strokes in the past and all that.
Oh, I'm sorry
and
to
so
hear that.
it's just
Yeah. It's too late.
past-
It is.
It is for her. But
but
she
it's
would
a
love
great
something
party.
like that because she loves the old time.
And getting dressed up.
Oh,
Black tie preferred.
Okay.
Or, if you don't have that, a very dressy cocktail.
I always play to win, though. I don't play to tie.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anyway, Susan, thank
It's
you.
always wonderful
It's good
to
to
see
have
you.
you. This is great. You're going to come back in what? I think right
December
after
3rd.
Thanksgiving.
December
Yes.
3rd.
All right. You remember
And then
the
I
date.
go to Houston.
Then you go to Houston. Yeah. You got a son or something down there, don't you?
Yeah, fantastic
Yeah,
young
that's
man.
great. Good for
Yeah.
you. Travel safe.
Thank you.
See you next time on the Pulse of Spokane. Have a good day, everybody.
Spokane is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well Dressed Walrus, and Spokane Firefighters Local 29. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or hear this program again on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.